Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, or to be exact, update 2.14. I just want to say thank you for starters, because a lot of you gave me a lot of really good support on this on my last video, and I didn't get one dislike on that video, and of course now one of you is going to go and dislike it, but I just want to say thank you because that was pretty overwhelming and very nice of you to support that sort of video. The gameplay you're currently watching in the background is me, Grizzle and MonkeyBot having a couple of good moments against the Shake King as Monster. You know, that's just the gameplay in the background. But enough about that. There's quite a lot in this new update, so I kind of want to get all around to it, as I say, quite a lot. So first thing that's new is crates. Now, crates were something you could get from playing the map variants, and they were like a map variant reward. So if you played Deepest Dark, Overpowered or Cataclysm, there was a chance that you would get a crate. I think it was 10%, I believe, or something like that. And out of the crate, you got skins and not perks. Sorry, I think it was badges and stuff like that. But the main thing that you got was colors. Yes, I know, colors. Just, you know, I don't think any of you, well, maybe some of you do understand how long it's been since I was able to pick what my badge color was. It's been such a fucking struggle, but anyway, there's two new crates that you can buy, basically buy. There's basic crates, which cost silver keys, and you can get, I believe it's perks, badges, perks, badges, I believe hunter skins and monster skins, and then there's also premium crates which you can get with gold keys that cost actual money, and you can get, I think you get 5 items out of this one, and the basic one gives you 3, but out of the 5 items you can get hunters, monsters. I don't think you can get perks. You can get badges and colours and more skins and stuff like that. And I feel this is really fucking cool by TRS, because I like the idea of them sort of copying. I don't want to say copying, but let's face it, every game nowadays has like some sort of, you know, loot box, crate, some sort of thing you can open by using money. And let's be fair, it's very addictive. You know, once you get started on that sort of stuff, it does get, you know, it really does grab you and you want to just do it more and more. As it's quite satisfying, you know, when you open crates and stuff like that. Next that was new in this update was the new perks. Now, these perks are pretty fucking ridiculous. Let me just say that right now. I mean, I'm not going to say that overpowered or underpowered, because let's be face it, they've only been out a couple of days, but they do seem very good. So you can have a vigorous healing, or vigorous healing and improved healing. Now, if you take both of these perks maxed out, you get 20% more healing, and that's pretty ridiculous when you think about it. So imagine Slim with 20% more healing on every heal burst, and this includes if he takes the perks as well. So if Slim takes the perks, he gets 20% more healing for himself. But then, of course, the monster has the counter perks to this, which if you take maxed out is 25% less healing for 1.5 seconds when using melee attacks. So it kind of does balance it out, but I have a worry that, of course, if the monster does not take the perks to counter this, it's quite kind of powerful, in my opinion. Just to give you guys a little idea of how powerful these perks are, this is a game that we had against the Behemoth, and I was using the new perks on Slim, and I said to myself, right, well, me and MonkeyBot basically decided that we're going to see how long I can survive against the Behemoth without any shields. And it only took this monster to get to stage 3 until he was to get me down. So if you kind of understand where I'm coming from here, you know, I didn't need shields at stage 1 or stage 2 against the Behemoth. And finally at stage 3 he was able to get me down. But this just goes to show that if I don't even need shields from Hank, then I mean, like I say, this isn't in competitive game, you know, they're still banned perks at the moment, but it gives you a little example of how powerful these perks are. And even though I died, I had Griffin to come down from the heavens and save me. But all jokes aside, this guy had about 1,000 ping, so he was glitching all over the place with it, so it wasn't quite good for him. But anyway, back onto the updates. Something that's new is Behemoth got a little bit of a buff. His living armor now stacks to 15 instead of 10, and I felt like this was needed because Behemoth is meant to be this big tanky monster, and when I was playing against him, it never seemed like he was really, you know, I guess damage resisting all of the damage. So now that it can go to 60%, that's pretty good, and I think that's a good, a good change to Behemoth to make him more viable. Or, as Dianme puts it,
fucking die, you cunt!
Daisy got a little bit of a change in this update now as well, so when everyone's dead and it's just Daisy left, the game will end, which I felt like, I guess, was kind of needed, because I'm not gonna lie, Waggy or fucking the combat trapjaw, you fucking couldn't kill it. Like, that thing dodged all your abilities, like, better than any other hunter I've seen. Like, that thing would fucking do circles around you. There were a lot of medic changes in this update. Q Kyra got a buff, which I'm really happy about, because her bubbles are basically, you know, well, she's pretty useless, but now they've definitely made her a lot stronger. I mean, we've been trying to use Quantum Kyra a little bit now, and she definitely seems a lot more powerful. Like, they basically increased the radius of the bubbles that she had, so it's a lot easier to heal people now when you're getting knocked around places. Peepar now got a nerf for some reason. I guess it was kind of needed. He's basically, it's very simple, his nerf. It's just a smaller radius now on the rocket launcher, which means you're just going to have to be more precise when you're shooting your rockets, which I guess makes sense. Kyra definitely is back on her way to being a much more powerful medic, as she got one more healing grenade. And what makes this even more powerful as well is if you take one reload and one capacity perk, you can basically have 6 healing grenades, and you also have small reload, well, a faster reload. So it definitely has made Kyra a lot more powerful. And lastly, Rogue Val got a buff, which is kind of powerful, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you take these new perks with a Rogue Val, like, it you know, basically her passive healing and her chain medgun healing counts as two separate healing devices. So if you take the 20% increased healing perks, you know, her passive and her medgun are doing 20% more healing to you, which is kind of powerful. So it definitely makes Rogue Val a lot more viable, these perks. Battle Cabot also got some much needed buffs in this update. I believe his Solar Blast comes down faster and does more damage. His Rail Cannon is now fully automatic, so you can just hold it down and shoot, but it has a slower fire rate. And then I'm not too sure what they changed about the cloak. I believe it comes down faster or something like that. So, you know, which I guess is understandable. That's it for the main updates in this patch. I mean, like, there were a few changes to perks and such, but I guess that's not really worth mentioning. Also, on the Sheer Horror webpage, they have been saying that there is definitely going to be a new map, so I assume that has to be Dam. They also have been hinting towards Arena mode being redone, which I have no idea how they're going to do that, so I'm really interested to see what they could change with Arena mode or just redo it, but, you know, I guess we'll have to see. They've also have said that the Wraith Refractor is going to be coming on Sheer Horror as well, so that's going to be interesting to see. And lastly, of course, we have Bobscool, which I'm really excited to see. Right, now that's all out of the way, I guess we can talk about some other stuff. So, first of all, some good news is that I have fixed my recording software. I had to basically reinstall it, uninstall it, and do all this other stuff basically to fix it, but I have no idea what the problem was, why it wasn't picking up my mic, but now it is, which is absolutely great. So, I'm going to be able to bring some more gameplays and some more Slim and Laz guides for you guys, which I hope you guys will enjoy, because I know a lot of you have been asking for that, and I am going to get around to doing that as soon as possible now that it's fixed, so you can look forward to that. I have a couple of questions that a few of you have given me, if I just get them up. Sorry for 2 seconds. So, now, if I pronounce your name wrong, don't fucking have a go at me, alright? I suck at English, it's just how I've always been during my life, so don't have a huge go. So, the first one comes from, oh god, Mystria7, I believe? Sorry, mate, if I said that wrong. Like I say, my English sucks. Basically, you were asking, dude, what trappers I recommend for you to get. Now, honestly, it's up to preference. I mean, I love Abe and Griffin. That's just because I like playing them. They just fit a play style of mine. I like playing them. But I mean, honestly, I pick trappers to what they do. You know, what they do best for me. So, for example, I pick Abe because the stasis pisses off the anime. I pick Griffin because the harpoon pisses off the anime. I pick Jack because the repulsor pisses off the anime. And I also pick Crow because the charge shot pisses off the anime. So, honestly, you know, it's up to preference again, dudes. You know, pick what you like. You know, whatever even you can pick what looks cool, because all trappers do something. They aren't like, I don't find a lot of trappers are underpowered or overpowered now. They're pretty all at a good same level now. So, honestly, dude, it's up to you, but I recommend Griffin or Abe if you haven't got those two. Another answer very quickly is that a lot of you who have been asking who's going to be doing trapper guides now that Pete's basically gone. Now, MonkeyBot has been telling me that he's going to be doing it, so if you are looking for trapper guides, I recommend you go and subscribe to MonkeyBot, because I assume he's going to be doing all these sort of trapper guides now, which I know he does very well. He definitely does very good support ones, so I imagine his trapper ones will be even better. And the last question I have was from Nicholas, I believe. He said, well, you asked, has the meta already established, or can you use other perks? You can always use other perks, dude. I personally pick perks due to what the sort of situation is. So I can change my perks on a number of things. For example, what map it is, where we're fighting on the map. For example, I'll choose, perks for a good spot that I know we're going to set up at. What medic I'm going, or what monster I'm playing against, it can really change on a ton of different stuff. So the meta has never always been. The meta is always changing. I mean, there always is a meta of what good hunters to have, but perks can always change. Like, they are always subject to change, because they are always being changed, and TRS is always listening to what you guys say, so they always change them. Lastly, I'd just like to thank Joshua for the idea of what to call this video. Dude, I really appreciate it. I thought that was a really cool idea of what to call this sort of series. Update 2.14. I thought that sounded a lot more better than update week 5 or week 4. Whatever, I was going to go with that. So cheers a lot. Cheers, dude. I thought that was really cool, and I much appreciate it. So other than that, I don't think there's really anything else I need to cover. I think I've gone over everything that I needed to in this video. Like I say, every time, let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what I can improve on. And also keep asking those questions, because I really like I say, I want more questions. I want you guys to keep giving me questions, letting me know what you guys want to see on the channel. I definitely am hearing you. I know that Slim and Laz guys will be coming out as soon as possible. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else I have to cover. So I guess I'll see you. Thanks for watching.